That's why Cal Ripken was there. Quite fitting that he would throw out the first pitch. Everyone on hand hoping that the third time would be the charm for the Braves. Well, not everyone, not Orel, of course. Top of the first, Kenny Lofton grounds to Rafael Belliard at short, in for the injured Jeff Blauser. He boots it. Lofton reaches first. He stole second. Then he goes to third and gets there, even with a strong throw from Charlie O'Brien. Lofton would score. First player ever to steal 2 bases in the first inning of a World Series game. 1-0 Tribe, not for long. Bottom of the second, Fred McGriff unloads off Orel. The Crime Dog was 6 of 32 before that against Hershiser. Top of the fifth, it's still 1-1. Maddox facing Manny Ramirez. Gets him looking. 4 strikeouts for the Mad Dog. From the Mad Dog to the Bulldog, Orel Hershiser. With Ryan Klesko at the plate, gets him looking. 7 Ks of the night for the Bulldog. Hershiser was pulled in the 7th after walking McGriff and Justice. Bases loaded. Julian Tavares facing Luis Polonia. To Omar Vizquel at short. He doesn't have control. Mike Devereaux was called out at second. McGriff would score, but Mike Devereaux none too happy about the call. Take my word for it. Next batter, Rafael Belliard. The squeeze bunt scores Justice. It's 3-1 Braves. Maddox working on the 1-hitter in the 9th until Lofton singled. Omar Vizquel at bat. Off goes Lofton. Vizquel hits into the 4-3. Lofton heading for third. McGriff, the throw is wild. Lofton would score to cut the lead to 3-2. Then 2 outs in the 9th inning. Carlos Baerga pops it up to Chipper Jones at third. And the Braves hang on to win it by a final of 3-2. A classic pitcher's duel. Only 5 hits in the game. Orel Hershiser,
who once beat Glavine in the middle of things in the National League. Bottom 1, Martinez in trouble already. Chipper Jones, long fly ball, deep to right field, off the wall. It'll be a 2-base hit, giving the Braves 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Safe, 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 safe. Your next hitter is McGriff. Comebacker, nicely handled by Martinez. Looks to run it back to third, but doesn't try to get him. Will satisfy himself with getting the 2nd out at first. The bases loaded and 2 out against Ryan Klesko. Pops him up left side. Jim Thome underneath it. And Martinez in trouble in the 1st inning, gets out of it. Top of the 2nd, Albert Bell on base with nobody out. Murray, it's deep, and I don't think it's playable. In 55 at-bats against Tom Glavine, he'd never homered. He has this time. 2-run job, 2-0 lead for the Indians. His 8th career postseason home run. Bottom of the 3rd, 1st and 2nd, 1 out for Atlanta. Martinez tries to pick off Grissom, picks off everybody. That wasn't a trick play. He threw it to the umpire, John Hirschbeck, and Grissom goes to third. A Jones sac fly makes it 2-1. Still in the 3rd, still 2-1. David Justice delayed, not quite. Ramirez froze on the play, and Lemke scored easily the tying run. It's 2-2. The Indians have given it back. Top of the 4th, Glavine. Thome is out. Have a seat. Still tied at 2. Ring the Thome up. Then Albert Bell gets hit by a ground ball in the glove, the most dangerous part, and Justice is at second facing Javier Lopez, the catcher. Catch this. He hit the ball real hard. A 2-run World Series homer for Javi Lopez, and the Braves are in front 4-2. Top of the 7th, Lofton on second with 2 out, trying to make trouble. Omar Vizquel, Devereaux just in for defensive purposes, slips, and there are also problems with the lights back of the plate in Atlanta, and it's 4-3. Runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 out. Pena facing Bell, pops him up. Lopez, he's your star of this game, makes the catch at the screen. Top of the 8th, Ramirez on 1st with 1 out. Check where he's asking for the ball. Up top, I'm going to first base. Ramirez is asleep. The snap throw, they got him. And the tying run is picked off. Now top of the 9th, tying run again at second against Wohlers with 2 outs. Baerga playing in pain with a cast there on the ankle. Inflatable cast to get him to pop to Chipper Jones. The game is over, and the Braves win another 1-run job, 2-0.
Where the flash bulbs were a-popping. In the 2nd, Indians up 2-1. Ryan Klesko, hard grounder up the middle. Omar Vizquel lays out, throws him out at first. Beautiful play, Omar. Bottom 3rd, still 2-1. Kenny Lofton at second. Vizquel lays down the bunt. Watch him hug the line. Tight roping. Fair ball, Lofton at 3rd. Vizquel safe at 1st. Next batter, Carlos Baerga. Liner to left. Luis Polonia can't get there in time. Lofton scores. Indians take a 3-1 lead. Next man up is Albert Bell. Single up the middle. They finally break through with the bats. Vizquel scores. Indians up 4-1. Smoltz walks the next batter, taken out of the game, his shortest stint ever in postseason. Back come the Braves. Fred McGriff, solo shot. second of the series off of Nagy. Braves down 4-2. And then in the 7th, Ryan Klesko with another solo stroke. Say aloha. His first of the series. Braves down 4-3. To the bottom of the 7th. Indians up 4-3. 2 outs. Lofton at third. Baerga hard grounder deep in the hole. Mike Mordecai slips. Lofton scores. Indians up 5-3. In the 8th, Grissom is at second. Mike Hargrove leaves Nagy in the game. Questionable because Polonius singles to right. Grissom scores. Braves down 5-4. Then Nagy's taken out. Still on the top of the 8th. With 2 men on, Assenmacher pitching. Baerga bobbles the grounder just as safe. Polonius scores. Game tied at 5. And then Mike Devereaux unties it. Pinch hitting for Klesko. Single left off of Julian Tavares. Chipper Jones scores. Braves up 6-5. And goodbye bubblegum, says Tavares. Bottom 8. Braves up 6-5. Mark Wohlers on the mound. Runners at the corners. Sandy Alomar. Can the Indians get a clutch base hit? Yes, they can. Down the line. Manny Ramirez scores, and this game is tied at 6 apiece. 3 batters later. 2 down. Bases loaded. Carlos Baerga. Will he be bye-bye Baerga? Will this game end right here? Well, it's bye-bye as in end of the inning. Mark Lemke, easy play. Top 9. Runners on at first and second. 2 outs. Jose Mesa pitching. And Jones a liner to first. Herbert Perry, great scoop and stab to get the 3rd out and save the day for the Indians. So we go to the 10th. 6-6, 2 down. Fred McGriff is at second. Up the middle. Doesn't get through, though. Javier Lopez ground ball played by Baerga, and he's out at first. Bottom 11, still 6-6. Alejandro Pena replacing Mark Wohlers. Baerga with a double to the gap in right, trying to atone for his earlier misplay in the field. Albert Bell walked intentionally. Alvaro Espinoza pinch runs for Baerga. Next man up is the veteran, Eddie Murray. Base hit up the middle. Espinoza comes around. Here's the throw to the plate, and it's offline, not in time, and the Indians win it 7-6 in 11 innings. So they stay alive to trail in the series now 2-1. Thrilling finish in Cleveland. Kenny Lofton reached
1. Dave Justice at the plate, runners at the corners. There's Kenny Hill. Gives him one low and away. No way to drive that ball. It's a 6-4 force. Hill gets out of the jam. Bottom of that same inning, 2 men out. Indians have men on first and second. Eddie Murray up. He did the damage in Game 3, not in Game 4. Gets the ground ball. Avery gets out of trouble. Top of 3 now. Scoreless, 2 out. Justice again at the plate. They need him to start hitting hard. Herbert Perry gets it. Steps on the bag. Indians dodge yet another bullet. We go to bottom of 5. Still scoreless. Grover calls for the hit and run. Sandy Alomar forgets the hit part. Waves at it. Espinoza gets caught up. Tagged out. Grover not happy. We go to top of 6. Still scoreless. Justice at the plate. Did he dial 9? No, indeed. All circuits are busy here. Kenny Lofton ranges back, makes the catch against the wall. Ryan Klesko. Did he dial 9? Yes, person to person, it goes through. Solo shot, and Braves have the lead 1-0. Bottom of 6, it would be the same score. Here comes Albert Bell. First pitch. Avery, he's more than just a fastball. It's a little slider, strike 1 on the outside corner. That one outside, he misses, but he stays away. That one, strike 2, again outside corner. The next one, wait a minute, he came in a little bit, and Bell turns on it, and that's gone. Game is tied at 1, can't come inside on Albert Bell. Top of 7 now, 1-all. Marquise Grissom on first. There's Luis Polonia, late season pickup from the Yanks. Good idea. He's gone shopping at the gap. Here comes Grissom around, he'll score. Braves take the lead 2-1. It would be in that very same inning with 2 outs, runners on second and third. Here comes Justice. We said he hasn't been heading. We said he needs to. And there he goes. Rips one off of Assenmacher through the middle. 2-run score on that, and the Braves go up 4-1. And so we go to bottom of 9. Mark Wohlers came on. He pitched a bunch in Game 3, a little bit arm weary. Gave up a home run and a double with no outs. So here comes Pedro Borbon. Talk about depth in the bullpen. Jim Thome sits. Sandy Alomar with the fastball, and then to end things, Kenny Lofton. Ripped to right field, but back goes Justice, and he tracks it down, and there's Mark Wohlers. Nobody happier than him after the home run and double given up. The Braves, a winner 5-2. They now lead the series 3-1. Steve Avery.
Maddox buzzed Eddie Murray high and tight. That was after an Albert Bell 2-run homer, and the agenda had been set in front of a full house at Jacobs Field. In the 5th, Atlanta tied it up at 2-2, and Marquise Grissom scored Ryan Klesko with a single. And it looked as though the Braves were back in business. But a 2-run sixth capped by Manny Ramirez's single, which scored Albert Bell, put them back on top for good. The big insurance blow, though, came in the 8th on Jim Tome's homer off Brad Klontz, who came on in relief of Greg Maddux. That made it 5-2. The lead looked safe with Jose Mesa coming on. Wrong. A 2-run homer by Ryan Klesko pulled them back within 1 run. However, he retired Mark Lemke to end the game and send it back to Atlanta, though the Indians still trail 3-2.
Night for the Braves. Dennis Martinez in trouble all game long on the mound. Bottom of the second, 2 men on. Rafael Belliard at the plate. Ground ball up the box. Omar Vizquel glove flip to Baerga. Double play. Martinez escapes the jam with some help from his infielders. Martinez in another jam. 2 on, 2 outs in the 4th. Walks Javi Lopez to load the bases. Mike Hargrove. Grove a little nervous, calling for help down in the bullpen. Next batter, Rafael Belliard. Fly ball to center field. Kenny Lofton says, mine, mine, I got it. And Martinez escapes again. Meanwhile, Tom Glavine was cruising, unhittable, facing Eddie Murray here. Eddie is a statue. Then Manny Ramirez. Swing and a miss, chasing the outside pitch. 8 strikeouts for Glavine. Bottom 5, more trouble for Cleveland. Hargrove pulls Martinez, summoning Jim Poole. 2 men on, 2 out. And the game is in the hands of the bullpen. Poole, the lefty, into face Fred McGriff. Swing and a miss. Still scoreless after 5 as Poole does his job, at least for the moment. To the 6th. Indians without a hit still. Tony Pena takes care of that little blooper. But the Indians could not move him around. Braves fans hoping that Dave Justice would put his bat where his mouth is. And he does. Right there. Sending it high and deep. And aloha means goodbye off of Poole. 1-0 Braves. But could Glavine make that lead hold up? In the 8th, Jim Thome looking to tie it up with one big swing. A drive to the warning track and caught. Best hit ball of the night off Glavine. Bottom 8, Javi Lopez looking for insurance. Says, I got it right here. It's going. It's going. It's going to be caught. So it's still 1-0. Relax, Javi. Sit down. At top 9, Glavine goes to the bench. Mark Wohlers on to start the inning, going for the save. Kenny Lofton gets jammed. Foul ball. Look at Rafael Belliard turning on the Jets. Great speed to make the catch. Could the Braves end the frustration after 30 years?
The wind and the pitch. Here it is. Swung. Fly ball deep left center. Grissom on the run. Yes! 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 The Atlanta Braves have given you a championship.
1-0 the final. Tom Glavine and Mark Wohlers combining on a one-hitter over the Indians. The Braves do end their frustration, winning their first World Series in Atlanta, the city's first major sports crown. Atlanta pitchers phenomenal, holding the Indians to a 179 average in the series. And now